What if I told you one of the world's largest, oldest, and most incredible ancient cities was hiding in a place everyone thought was empty? For centuries, we pictured the Amazon rainforest as a vast, untamed wilderness, a place where only small, scattered tribes could survive. We thought that building big cities, complex societies, and massive road networks was impossible there. The jungle was just too dense, too difficult, too wild. But we were wrong, so incredibly wrong. Deep beneath the thick green canopy, a secret has been waiting for thousands of years. A discovery so huge it's forcing us to rethink everything we thought we knew about ancient history in South America. The expedition had just hit the historical jackpot. So how do you find a lost city that's completely invisible? You use a superpower called LiDAR. Think of it like a high-tech version of a bat's sonar but with light. Visual comparison scientists mount a special scanner onto an airplane, or a drone. They fly it back and forth over the jungle. The scanner shoots down millions of laser pulses every single second. Tiny beams of light zip through gaps in the canopy. They hit tree branches, they hit vines. Most importantly, they hit the ground hidden underneath. Each laser pulse that hits something bounces back to the scanner on the plane. A super smart computer times exactly how long it takes for each pulse to return. Using the speed of light, the computer calculates precise distances to every point. It records the top of the canopy and the faint returns from the forest floor. The result is a massive point cloud. At first it looks like a fuzzy 3D model of jungle and trees. Then digital archaeology begins. The digital deforestation. Powerful software filters out vegetation returns. Show me only the last returns, the ones that traveled the farthest. Trees vanish digitally, leaves vanish, bushes vanish. What's left is a clear 3D map of the naked earth. The ultimate tool for finding the unknown, turning wilderness into a readable map of the past. What the LiDAR revealed in Ecuador wasn't just a city, it was a network of cities, a vast urban region unlike anything seen before in the Amazon. The most stunning feature was the roads. These weren't winding jungle paths. They were wide, straight causeways, dug into the earth and stretching for miles. Some of them were over 30 feet wide. They connected residential areas and ceremonial centers, linking clusters of homes and plazas in a structured grid. Imagine standing on one of these ancient avenues watching people travel between neighborhoods, carrying goods, connecting their world. This was a society built on organization, planning, engineering, on a truly massive scale. The city sat on more than 6,000 man-made earthen mounds. These weren't random piles of dirt. They were carefully constructed platforms, arranged in geometric patterns around large rectangular plazas. LiDAR showed a landscape shaped by human hands. Around homes were vast agricultural fields, crisscrossed by drainage canals and irrigation canals, not merely surviving the jungle, mastering it. So, what would it have been like to live in this bustling Amazonian city 2,500 years ago? Forget the image of a quiet, empty jungle for a moment. Instead, just picture a vibrant and noisy place, totally filled with people. The air would be alive with the sounds of children playing in the plazas, neighbors chatting, and the rhythmic grinding of maize into flour. You'd see smoke rising from the hearths of thousands of homes, all built from wood and palm leaf roofs perched atop those earthen mounds. People would be walking the wide, straight roads carrying baskets of produce from the surrounding fields, or maybe heading to the central plazas for a busy market day. The arrangement of the mounds and plazas really tells us that this was a society with a complex social structure. The larger, more elaborate mound groups were probably the homes of the elite, the chiefs, shamans, and leaders who organized the construction of those impressive roads and platforms. The central plazas were the heart of public life, all of which helped strengthen the bonds that held their society together. But what happened to them remains a mystery. All that was left were the earthworks, these silent monuments to their ingenuity, just waiting patiently under the green canopy for thousands of years, until finally, our technology was able to find them again. This single discovery in Ecuador has, well, completely shattered our old ideas about the Amazon. For over a century, the prevailing theory said the rainforest's poor soil and harsh environment prevented large settled populations. Environmental determinism painted the Amazon as a green desert that limited human achievement. We imagined its ancient inhabitants as small nomadic groups, always moving, never building permanent or complex settlements. But the Upano Valley discovery proves that was fundamentally wrong. It shows ancient people didn't just live in the Amazon, they shaped and dominated it. At the very time the Maya were building first cities in Central America, An equally advanced society was building an urban world in the Amazon. This wasn't imitation, this was garden urbanism, cities integrated with the forest, not cleared away. We have to rewrite our textbooks and open a new chapter in human history. The implications are huge. If such a city could stay hidden, what else is out there? There could be dozens of other lost cities, other complex societies, other forgotten road networks still waiting under the trees in Brazil, Peru, Colombia, Bolivia. We're likely at the start of a golden age of Amazonian archaeology. Exploration is thrilling because the world isn't fully known. Every time we develop tools like LiDAR, we get new eyes on the planet, so what will we find next?